Hello and welcome to my channel. You are on Investigative Walker, and I'm going to be talking about Bill Patrick Jones. So when I first met Bill Patrick Jones, I figured he was just a writer because he told me he was a writer. We exchanged some emails, we got to know each other through the internet a little bit, and I figured, okay, this guy at first to me sounded normal, but then when I get onto Facebook, that's when everything happened. So I was on Facebook and I was chatting with him. And in my opinion, I figured, okay, he's a writer, so he's going to be a little quirky. He's going to be a little weird because when you do talk to writers, they have to be so creative and just really in the moment when they are writing books. And he said that he was going to write a book on Ian Watkins, on the case and everything. So I'm like, okay, he's serious, but you know, he's going to be a little quirky and stuff. Oh no, that was not the case at all. He turned out to be a obsessed fan of Ian Watkins. While you're going to be seeing screenshots about how obsessed he was and how he thought that Ian Watkins had magical powers, you're going to be listening to some voice messages that he left a woman who was a victim of Ian Watkins. The reason why he left her these types of voice messages was because I blocked all contact with Bill Patrick Jones. After he began to get very weird, very sus, the more I started talking to him, the more I began to get very, very uncomfortable. So enjoy the show. Look at the screenshots. If you have to pause and look at the video, pause the video. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, well, you get it. Pause the video to read the screenshots. Got it. So, yeah, here it goes. Bill Patrick Jones, the crazy obsessed Ian Watkins fan. Just giving you guys a heads up. I'm the one with the blue. Bill Patrick Jones is the one in the black. You can obviously see his picture. And as you can tell, he was a little paranoid at first. And I'm like, okay, this could be the fact that Ian Watkins has a cult. No, he was just an extremely, extremely disturbed guy to begin with. I wanted to give him a chance, but the more he began getting more and more creepier by the second. And as you can tell by the very little conversation that we did have, it was like he was all over the place. So I figured, okay, maybe he's just tired at first. But no, he wasn't. He was just extremely fucked up and delusional. Wondering, what the fuck, Natasha? Why are you giving this guy the time of day? I wanted to see where this would go. I had no idea that he was going to harass the woman continuously because I blocked him on every single social media account I had, including emails, everything. I didn't know he was going to go that ballistic. I didn't know he was going to stick up for Ian Watkins in a roundabout way and talk about how Ian Watkins has magical powers. Yes, he did it in a very low-key type of way, which is very bizarre and fucked up. And in that scene, you're going to see, well, I've seen the evidence, right? Telling him I've seen the court case files. I've seen the evidence that's online because it's out for the public to look at. And this is where he just gets weird and bizarre and just fucking weird. It's like this whole case was on public display. And as you can see here on my YouTube comment section, he will not stop. You could keep seeing a woman called Miss Profits. That is Sophie. She is also a part of the Ian Watkins cult. And as you can see, the Summer Hughes woman is another victim who was catfished by the Ian Watkins cult, who was very upset at the fact that they're still doing this. And it's unbelievable what they're getting away with. It is fucked up. So Bill Patrick Jones sent me some emails threatening to take legal action, threatening me, saying, I'll give you some money, $460 to make this go away. I'm like, what are you talking about, Bill? It's mainly due to the fact that I called him out for being a creepy fuck and for harassing a real victim of Ian Watkins. He was saying some very bizarre stuff to her. He was bringing up her kid, which Ian Watkins never met this woman's kid, never had anything to do with this woman's kid. Like, the nerve of this man is just, it's unbelievable. And the fact that he was calling me mentally unstable and how twisted I was and how fucked up I was. No, Bill, you went into my old YouTube channel and would harass me relentlessly in the comments section if I didn't talk to him, if I wouldn't listen to his bullshit. I literally had to block this man off of every single social media account that I had, or else he wouldn't stop. He literally would not leave me alone. And the woman that received these voice messages from him, she literally had to get a restraining order against him because he would not leave her alone. And he was intimidating her and low-key being passive-aggressive and like saying that he didn't call the police and file a false report on me, when in fact he did call the police and file a false report on me.
Message from unknown caller received yesterday at 12:11 hours. This is the last time you're going to hear from me, but I cannot believe you sided with those maniacs over me. What they've done to me online, what they've done to my tuition business, what they've done to my reputation. I cannot believe you couldn't see the wood through the trees, and you couldn't understand that I was genuine. I just wanted a book project made about GHB and its effects on the mind, and they've destroyed my life. They've categorically destroyed my life, erased me online, erased my reputation, and I can't believe you sided with them. But you couldn't realise I was genuine, and what I was doing was in good nature and not bad, and you believed all this crap. I just wanted to say that before I end my own life, because I have to now. I ain't got no choice. I can't believe you weren't smart enough to see the difference. I can't believe you weren't. Alright? Just wanted you to know that. Alright? All my love, all my good blessings. Goodbye, Katie. Goodbye. They've destroyed everything. Alright. Goodbye, Katie. But I thought you were smarter than that. Goodbye.
To listen to your message again.
Message from unknown caller received yesterday at 15:33 hours. Hi, you know who this is, Katie. None of these legal things were of my making or of our making. Once those emails were sent, they couldn't be taken back. I'm not anyone who contacted a prison or tried to sabotage anything. It was so serious what was said in those emails that these things were out of my control. Many people lost their jobs, or not many, but a few people lost their jobs. A business nearly went under. It wasn't me who initiated this collapse of things. It wasn't me. It wasn't me who did so. It was out of my hands every step of the way once those emails were sent. Completely and utterly out of my hands once that video was posted and the emails were sent. So I think you want to think more carefully about whether or not it's, if you care about a man's life being ruined, about little Ugna still having panic attacks, about police coming to the door, about people who are out of work whose rent I have to pay, more about the silly project of a maniac in Canada. Whether a project works or not, it works. We're done with this project. Our companies are done with this project. But once those emails were sent, this was out of my hands. Completely out of my hands. I'm not the one who reported her to South Wales Police. I'm not the one who reported anything to Wakefield. I think you'd be a little bit more mindful to think about what's actually going on here. God bless her project. God bless. Arrivederci. Let's, make it work. I don't really mind. But please be a little bit more mindful about what this woman has done and the fact that I and we had nothing to do with it once those emails were sent. I didn't contact anybody on behalf of anybody. It was out of my hands at that point. So many people were caught in the crossfire. There wasn't anything I could do. Nothing I could do. It was nothing of my doing. If he's blocked from seeing Ian Watkins or contacting him, it has nothing to do with me. People were pissed off, journalists were pissed off, teachers were pissed off, tutors were pissed off, parents were pissed off, a community was pissed off. What was I supposed to do? I think you need to be a little bit more mindful about consideration of this whole thing as I sit here in this shithole hotel trying to balance my books. Be a little bit more mindful, Katie, please, babes. All right, please. From 0. Received at 17:12 hours on Sunday, the 20th of December. Hi, Katie. You know who this is. I think, given investigation, there's a possibility that my property's removal from YouTube, the office and the house, didn't actually have anything to do with Natasha at all, and it might have had something to do with a critical comment about a UFC trainer and fights that were organised that we didn't agree with, and articles you were writing about that. Now, I don't know that for certain. I can't possibly know that for certain. You don't need to contact me on a regular basis. But if you can actually get some form of assurance from Natasha that she definitely had nothing to do with the main house, with the driveway, the bigger house, had nothing to do with her, and she nor anyone she knew reported me, it would do me a big favour, because it would let me able to challenge this total social media block, and I'll get back into my home. So if you can find that out for me, and then just by other means just say it's nothing to do with them, it would really help. I'd appreciate that, okay? Because it might not be her after all, okay? And I want to go back. Thank you very much. Kindest regards, Bill. Me for fucking ever to get through this legal crap, okay? So basically says the charges are dropped on the basis of harassment from myself, and the charges are dropped basis on the harassment towards me and the other two named. And it basically says that, where are we? The personal defamation case is closed against me, and what's that other fucking thing? This is a big deal, Katie, a big deal. I've got to put this to bed before I put myself to bed. Hold on, there will be, like I said, the prison records pertaining to the offender, Mr. Ian Watkins, have been anonymised now for the above three names, which is me, Sabine Carr, and Emily Watkins. So they've all been anonymised. You know, it costs quite a bit of money, a lot of this, Katie, quite a bit of money, and that's basically it. If there's any further harassment towards me or any of the other two above named, then they will deal with it accordingly, and that's it. Okay, that's it. Anybody can contact him, babes. Anybody can contact him. His prison number hasn't changed.
1 second.
220 received today at 12:54 hours.
Financial activities and an arrest warrant has been issued under your name. To get more information about this case, press 1. Before we proceed with legal action.
It's like, what?
Goodbye.
I know.
To listen to your message again,
And the next
message
one.
saved.
Next message. Message from 07696051227 received today at 17:01 hours.
I swear.
Insurance number has been compromised, as we have received some fraudulent and suspicious activities on the northern border of Wales.
What?
So, to find out more information
sad.
and talk to the legal investigating officer, please
Yeah.
press 1 before we take any legal action against your name and your national insurance
Which
number.
I'm not, I know.
Press 1.
New voice message. New voice messages. Message from unknown caller. Received yesterday at 21:19 hours. Katie, I have no idea how this has got so far. No idea at all. No idea. I didn't get an official statement from you that said that you did what you did out of honesty and whatever, and just a casual thing. I'm sitting here in a shithole hotel. My partner's left me over this, as have my employers. And look, you can't delete prison records, babes. You can't delete them, okay? And you should know more about that than anyone else. And I just wanted a really concise statement from you about, I told this maniac this, and that maniac spoke to other maniacs, and it wasn't even Natasha that we're looking to get, but now everybody's in the firing line. Everybody's in the firing line. And if you love this man, and he loves you, and you want to continue contact with him, I want no more to do with him. I hate travelling to Wakefield one more time, that's for damn sure. Then I thought you could be my friend and sort that bit out. that, oh, I just told an innocent person about publishers he is associated with and companies and whatever, but you didn't do that either, did you? You didn't. There are two investigations active against Ian Watkins regarding sex offences in America and Germany. And you don't know what was sent to these people, babe. You don't know. And you'll find out in time now, not from me. It won't be from me now. It will be from lawyers and police officers what was sent to these people. You know, I was a 5-year-old girl in America, and my mother let Ian Watkins rape me. And just, oh, geez, you don't want to know, babe. All right, and I tried. I tried my best. I tried my best. It's out of my hands now, babe. It's out of my hands. All right. And I hope that you don't come to any harm as a result of this. And what happened to my stepdaughter was awful. What happened to your daughter was awful. I don't want any trouble to come to you. I thought you were going to be a friend to me in this capacity, but clearly you won't. You won't. And I don't know what to say. If you get grief, which will come to your door.
To listen to your message again, press 1.
Unknown caller. Received at 20:56 hours on Monday, the 3rd of May. Okay, so you know who this is. Please send to me your understanding as best as you can as how Natasha got the details of the companies that we work for. I am trying to be very, very nice to you. At one point we were friends. We were jovial friends. There were X's and laughing faces between our text messages. This is not a joke and this is not a game. And everybody that is involved in the loop of it could end up being in either serious trouble or personal trouble. And in your case, it could be personal trouble. Okay, because, you know, we really love this man and whatnot, and, you know, oh, Ian, I'm going to marry him when he comes out of prison, all that crap. You don't understand what you're dealing with here. You really don't. And it's Wednesday, and tomorrow's Tuesday. It's bank holiday. Sorry, it's bank holiday Monday. Wednesday is less than 2 days away. So if you can just send one text, email, or social media message, we cannot, and I say it to you a million times, we cannot delete our prison correspondence with Ian Watkins. And remember, this guy tried to rape a baby, in case you've forgotten. Okay, yeah, that's what he tried to do when we run teaching companies here. And the people that are financiers are very powerful and very angry. If you can just send a text, an email, just something saying, oh, well, Natasha told me she got this information from this person, you will be making a massively beneficial move in what's going on here. You know, this is really bad. And you're I used to think you were a friend, and I had some, kind of a kinship with you. And so I'm hoping that you're going to be on the ball when this comes on Wednesday, okay? Police are going to speak to you on Wednesday, and just, you know, you needn't get in any trouble. But if you just let me...
To listen to your message again, press 1.
Message from unknown caller received yesterday at 13:43 hours. Oh, hi, Katie, you know who this is. Please just be honest when police speak to you today. Okay, don't make me nervous. At one point, you considered me a friend, and I considered you a friend. This is bad, okay? If you told, either your surname is Gabrielle, Christie, or Christopher, if you told that person innocently, oh, well, this is one of the companies that he runs, and they might know about the book, for her to understand that contact detail, then that's innocent. You're not in any trouble, and even Natasha is not going to be, if that's her real name, is not going to be in any trouble. The two women in Canada who sent the disgusting emails which destroyed a company, which are why these mostly Islamic crazy financiers are going mad, then it's not Natasha that we're looking for, and it isn't you we're looking for. Ian Watkins never confessed crimes to me, and none of our correspondence was in any way illegal, and I did not abuse vulnerable fans, nor did I use him to sleep with his fans. I didn't do that. There are no victims out there claiming I did that, but I can't delete my correspondence with him. And And I'm asking you, be my friend this one last time, and when police speak to you today, just tell them that. If you innocently told her what that company's address was and you didn't know she was a lunatic, then nobody's getting in trouble but the people we want in trouble. 2 people are dead over this, Katie. They're dead. 2 suicides. Please, please, babe. Please. You can be my facilitator and my helper. Please. I'm trying to be your friend. All right, God bless. Speak to them when they contact you. Speak to them when they contact you. I don't think you have any idea how bad this is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No threat, no harassment, nothing but being nice. Thank you.
To listen to your messages
Today at 1500 hours. Hi, Katie, you know who it is. I'm ruining my life calling you. Can you please, Katie, before 4:45 or just before 5 o'clock, just send to me or to Nusrafa or to any of the people that we're MLE, anybody, or by text message, just say, make a little statement before 4:45 saying, I didn't know anything about historical crimes pertaining to Ian Watkins. I've got to go to the police station at 5 o'clock today again. I spoke to them yesterday. I thought they spoke to you, but I don't know if they did. This is very, very bad. This is really bad. And please, just write a statement saying, I never knew anything about victims, and I just said things innocently to other people. Because it isn't Natasha's imaginary victims they're looking for, it's real victims that they're looking for. And, my life's been destroyed, completely destroyed. I'm in a hotel, drinking and just lying there, just destroyed. My whole life's destroyed, and I didn't do anything wrong. I have to speak to the prison today, and I have to go to the police just before 5 o'clock. Please, just send a text in your name or an email in your name saying, I didn't know anything about historical victims of Ian Watkins. I was just a fan, and I liked the guy. That's it, boom. And then you're out the firing line, and there's nothing that can happen to you. Please do that, Katie. Block all the numbers and the emails afterwards. Make sure you do that. Please send that, Katie. This is not a joke. I'm going. Just it's not. No. It's not about that.
to listen to your message again.
So after dealing with someone like Bill Patrick Jones, I figured it couldn't get any worse. Oh, I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Because I started looking into this case, not only was I getting death threats from these cult members, they threatened me with a pretend lawyer and police saying that they were coming after me and that I was going to get sued because I was sharing an open case that is open to the public because Ian Watkins wanted to rape babies. So yeah, you're going to be seeing more on that. My personal feelings on this, it's madness. Absolute madness. These people are unbelievably insane. They will do anything and everything for Ian Watkins, and they're not going to stop. They're not going to try to get better. They're not going to anything. And that's disturbing in itself because they are blackmailing and extorting money from vulnerable people online. They make multiple catfish accounts. They ask for nude pictures from people who are just vulnerable, naive, who don't really know the internet very well. And then they blackmail them with that, being like, if you don't give me money, I'm going to be sharing this around the whole internet, or I'm going to be selling it on this and this website. So you have to give me the money. And these people don't know what to do. And they get freaked out, so they give them the money, or they go after actual Ian Watkins victims. And it's disturbing, guys. This is real, and it is fucked up.